And welcome back to Mike Ferry TV. It is the week of April 10th. 3 months of the year are gone. How are you doing on the goals you've set? How are you doing on the business plan? Are you close at all? Don't worry about the fact if you're not close to your plan, because it's a long year. There's 12 months. You have a lot to do, a lot of time to catch up, but don't get too far behind, because we don't want to adjust down. We want to always be adjusting up. This week, the week of April 10th, we're in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. One of our favorite places to visit. Each year in April, we do a 3-day, what we call Superstar Mini Retreat. I've been doing it now, I don't know, 6, 7 years up here. I'm guesstimating there's 40 or 50,000 real estate people in the city of Toronto. And it's truly one of our favorite cities and a big focal point of our business. I don't know why the great agents in Toronto like what we have to say, but we have such a great response and a great database and great client base that we do this event. This week we will again have over 1,000 people for 3 days. And these are aggressive, excited, motivated, enthusiastic, really fun people to work with. And for those that are there at the event and watching this at the break, thank you for being there. And for those that aren't there, I hope to see you at an event very soon. All right, Martin Verdi is a client of ours, he and his wife Debbie. Kind of an unusual situation. They were operating in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, building a nice business. Their son and their daughter-in-law were in Los Angeles, California. He's in the movie business. And they were having their first baby. Martin and Debbie decided, hey, it's our first grandchild. And they basically picked up and moved from Fort Lauderdale to Los Angeles and started over at scratch. Boy, that's a tough one. It's a hard thing to do. So Martin has been a very, very devout Mike Ferry fan for a long time. I'm thankful to Martin and Debbie and all the great clients we have. So when I looked at the top 10 lists I was receiving, this one was from his attending the Las Vegas Superstar Retreat last July. Okay? And I want to read to you what Martin said. Mike, it should be a top 50 list, not a top 10. You gave away way more than 10 important points. Thank you for that. And I think in this case, he tried to limit it to 10. Martin's a great salesperson, a great guy, and a great coach for us also. So thanks for participating. Here's his number one. I have to make sure I understand fully the importance of price and motivation in every market I'm working in Los Angeles, in today's market more than ever. Why? Because no matter what happens in real estate, it all comes down to price and motivation. It always does. Okay, if you price it up here and it's worth this, you lose. Seller loses, buyers lose, you lose. Okay? If the motivation to sell is not there, you lose. And I have people tell me all the time, well, Mike, what I do is I go out on a listing, and if they don't have a strong motivation to sell, I can convince them that they should sell. Now, really, do you believe that? You're going to take a non-motivated seller who does not want to sell, and through your magical presentation skills, you're going to get a person that doesn't want to sell their home. Folks, you guys come to our seminars by the thousands, and only about 15 to 20% of you do what we say, and that 15 to 20% make a fortune in this business. That means that 80% of the people are lacking the motivation to do what it takes to succeed. Watch, either you're going to do it or you're not. Put a dime in the phone, get out of the booth, period. If they don't have the motivation, you can't get the price. So as Martin said on point one, price and motivation are critical to the process. Point number two, there is no exterior challenges. The challenges are always interior. Therefore, I have to keep my income strong by keeping my mindset strong. Okay, yeah, there's exterior challenges. We're on the way to a listing and there's a traffic jam and we're late. Okay, there's exterior challenges. We get to the house and the house is a wreck and we didn't see that coming. Okay, there's exterior challenges. A buyer doesn't show up on Saturday morning for the appointment after you've researched all day Friday to find the right properties. But the real challenges are right there. Okay, because somebody said to me one day, what is mindset? I said, it's really very simple. It's what's going on in your head at a given moment regarding the situation, the people that you're involved with. That's mindset. What is going on? What are you thinking about? How are you responding? How are you acting? So the truth is, what is going on in the interior is more important than the exterior, as Martin pointed out so well. Of course, this one now has been brought up several times. This could be the third time in our 4 weeks. The importance of keeping thoughts flowing to keep my income increasing. And again, I think I probably stated a couple weeks ago, I was so shocked when I saw the response when I made that simple. I had never said that before off the stage. Michael Young, one of our great clients, walked up to the ring and said, "Do you realize what you said?" I said, "What did I said?" He said, "You said something about keeping your thoughts flowing to keep your income coming." I said, "Okay, good. Man, that's an important thought." Well, Martin identified it. A lot of you have. Simply stated, when you quit thinking, you quit producing. As long as you're thinking, you keep producing. Keep thinking all the time, and you'll keep producing all the time. Number 4 from Martin and Debbie, upgrade our personal appearance. It's critical for our presentation. We have to keep upgrading. I kidded Martin and Debbie because they were from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, a wonderful community. In fact, one of our favorite places to visit also. And it's interesting because, Martin had a little bit longer hair and kind of cool because it's a beach city. Now he's in Los Angeles, and he was smart enough to change his appearance. He changed the style of his hair. He changed a little bit what he wears and how he wears it. Very casual in Fort Lauderdale. Yes, it's casual in LA, but if you're out listing $1 million home, you better be a professional. So upgrade, 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 upgrade what you say, how you say it, how you behave, how you act. Upgrade the materials that you present. At our 3-day mini retreat in Toronto, I'm always trying to figure out how do I upgrade to get a better response from all of those in attendance. Number 5 on his list, always tell the truth and don't be attached to the outcome. Folks, I appreciate the fact that you've let me sit with you for the last 20 minutes about getting your home sold, but based on what you've said, I don't think I can be of service to you. I think you should select another agent and get up and shake hands and walk away. Because it's going to happen that the relationship doesn't come together, misunderstandings, miscommunication, they're not willing to listen to what you're asking or answer what you're saying. Well, you can't be attached to that. Okay, don't be attached to the outcome. Way back from Earl Nightingale, 45 years ago, show up, pay attention, tell the truth, don't be attached to the outcome. And Earl pounded that into my head. Show up, be there. Okay, lights are on. It's time to film the show. Let's go. Show up, pay attention to what you're saying, what you're doing, the people around you, circumstances. Tell the truth. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the carpet's terrible. Either we clean it, or we have to cover it up, or we have to replace it. Which is best for you? And then, of course, if you tell the truth, don't be attached to the outcome of what you have said to them. Number 6, understand the seller has to be part of the solution. Okay? And they have to agree with what we're trying to tell them to do. Unless the seller has a problem in trying to get their home sold, you can't be of service, you can't be of help. So our job is to be the solution. We already see the problem. It's a little overpriced. It's not in very good condition. They're motivated to sell, but they really can't see lowering the price to make it happen. I have to be the solution. In a seminar that we do with one of our great speakers, we have to be the solution to the problem that you as an agent is experiencing in your marketplace. Think solution, don't think problem is what he is telling us. If we think solution, don't think problem, we end up with better solutions and more contracts signed. Number 7. Now listen to this. It's kind of a long one, and it's something that Martin is really working on. Be direct and to the point with a driver personality. Be organized with your numbers, your facts and figures, and be more slow-paced with the analytical personality. Be more friendly, more patient, and supporting with dealing with the amiable personality. And raise your enthusiasm and fun when working with the expressives. Or, in essence, maybe try a little versatility. Great conversation a couple weeks ago, sitting at lunch during one of our seminars. Serena and I had lunch with a young lady that had come to our seminars over the years, and she said something. I have probably lost 4 times as much business as I've ever done because I simply would not allow myself to work with people outside of myself, outside of my style, outside of my comfort zone. And you know, what a tremendous loss that those people experience because you won't change who you are. Watch. Be direct and to the point with the driver. Numbers, organized facts and figures, slow-paced with the analytical. Friendly, patient, and supportive. Amiable. Raise your enthusiasm and fun while working with the expressives. Boy, Martin, you hone in on that. Your life will get better virtually by the day. Number 8, the critical importance to keep attending and participating in all the Mike Ferry events. Well, thank you, Martin. Okay, here we are in week number 4 of a 6-week series. I wish that would have been brought up a few more times. Okay, watch, we do 28 to 30, up to 40 events a year. Plus we do a big series of about 32-day events for our EMG brokers. Folks, if you want to participate, we have an event. Go to our website, look at our event schedule, participate. Why? Because see, when you leave an event and you're excited, you're hyped, and you're motivated and enthused, you get back into the day-to-day grind, which suddenly will beat us down in most cases. Then you come back and you get recharged again. Okay? Watch number 9. Tell the truth to my coach and be 100% coachable. Play pro football and you're not coachable, you're not on the team. Play pro basketball, you're not coachable, you're not on the team. This is one of the only businesses I know of where you can be uncoachable all the time and still be allowed to play. The truth is, you got to be coachable. You have to be willing to learn, to ask. You have to be willing to answer. You have to be willing to participate, get involved. Be respectful of the fact there's ideas out there that may be different than yours that could help you become more successful. And point number 10, I love it. Keep reviewing my Superstar Retreat notes and keep applying them to my business. He goes, thank you, Mike, for such a great retreat during last week. We'll see you over again at one of the retreats very soon, Martin and Debbie. Well, it's a great list. And we, of course, wish Martin and Debbie a lot of success in this huge move they've made from east to west, from Fort Lauderdale to Los Angeles. I suspect that if Martin and Debbie do what they did in Fort Lauderdale and Los Angeles, they will again be a big success. And it's these kinds of ideas that make it happen. All right, we don't have many more of this left in this series. Pay close attention, and we'll talk to you very soon. See you next week. Thanks.